Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. We are out of extreme fear. Yes, you heard that correctly. The crypto market was for a while there in extreme fear, but now we just saw it flip to the other side. And does this mean, right, after 18 days that we are going to, after Thanksgiving and Black Friday and everything that happened and all this, oh my God, it's the end of the crypto market, right? Are we going to see some nice times for the crypto market? Historically, the December has always been good for the markets. It's not, cooked in, but there's usually an end of the year rally. It happens because a couple of factors where historically it comes from the stock market, where fund managers, they would get bonuses according to their results, right, on the year. And many of them would get like a Christmas bonus. So they would try to get their funds, their returns look the best towards the end of the year. And usually that would fuel the end of the year rally. And then January is usually a bad month because they start, the other direction. So we'll see what happens here. Historically, when we have a red October and red November in crypto, December's also red, but we've learned that this cycle is totally different than other cycles. We'll talk a little bit in this video about the 5-year quote unquote cycle potentially here. But all I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button. This is the last day to be part of the birthday, Black Friday, Thanksgiving raffle that we're doing. 100 smackaroos to the winner. All you got to do is be in the Telegram group, the free and Telegram group, the community that we have started on Telegram. Link is in the description down below. Follow me on X. Easy peasy. And of course, subscribe to the channel. You can also add smashing the like button if you want. That's what you need to do in order to be eligible for the raffle. So again, today is the last day, and tomorrow I'll announce the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Currently, XRP is sitting, those are so bad dad jokes. Currently, XRP is sitting at $2.18 flat, right? Thanksgiving, Black Friday. So far today, not a lot of action going on. Bitcoin over 90,000, Ethereum over 3,000. The crypto market, like I said, after many days of being in extreme fear, has finally jumped up. Let's refresh this. Has finally jumped up into fear, right? 28. So this was after 18 straight days of extreme fear. The market pulling back, people thinking we're going to 70,000 for Bitcoin, maybe XRP going down to $1. I saw some people talk about that. And when we were coming down here last Friday, I know a lot of people were not feeling great. I saw even the most strongest XRP investors already calling for oh, we're going all the way down, right? But because I am a little bit older than a lot of the other people in the XRP influencers communities, I know a little bit more. I've experienced a little bit more, and I stayed calm, cool, and collected. We even bought the bottom there. If you remember, we opened a position. So this is all part of the game. It's all part of the ups and downs. Again, this is just what I am doing. This is my opinions. This is my experience. This video is only for entertainment and educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. By the way, we still have the special Halloween event happening with our partner BTCC. It's till the end of the month, so you can still be part of that. You can sign up to BTCC here. Actually, it's through my website. So you go to the website. Maybe I need to put the buttons at the top. Scroll down and go to BTCC, and you can sign up there. We also have our partner BYDFI. If you're interested, we also have that amazing amount of XRP being distributed. So if you're interested, Link is in the description down below to both of them and check them out. Again, this is another way to support the channel. If you already are trading and you're on maybe a different platform, you want to support me, you want to support the channel, that is the way you can do so. Link is in the description down below. Again, it is an affiliate link. I will get a commission, so thank you for that. So interesting, Coinbase Premium just flipped positive. US buyers are back. After weeks of deep negative prints, the Coinbase Premium Index just snapped higher fast. The spike means US spot demand is finally outweighing offshore selling, a dynamic we haven't seen since before the October wipeout. Historically, this shift shows up when US institutions start allocating again, ETF flows stabilize, spot buyers step in aggressively. It's still early, but this exactly kind of signal you want to see near end of a washout, not the start of one, right? We also saw a big Bitcoin whale go from short to long. A trader closed a 1,000 Bitcoin, about 91 million short, at a $1.6 million loss and immediately opened a 3x long on the same amount. What changed? Well, a lot of things changed. The sentiment, the fact that the markets, didn't uh, collapse, the fact that the gap was closed, and we talked about this. If you were watching, right, and I mentioned and I kept mentioning that back in the day, back when we closed this gap, right, the market pulled back, right, and then came back a little bit and then pulled back, and so I was anticipating it's very similar. It's very eerie and similar, the way that it closed the gap back here and then came back up. Hopefully, we don't have something similar where it pulls back to a lower level. Again, that's a possibility that could happen, right? It looks very, very similar. Came back, right? Now, the question is, do we continue this way, right? Or do we do something like this, maybe down to 80,000? Again, that's a possibility. You have to take into consideration all the possibilities because we don't know how the market is going to play out. Like I told you, historically, when we had a bad or red October, red November, December was also red for the crypto market. That doesn't mean that December will be red because we looked and we said, oh, October has always been green, right? When yada, yada, yada. And that didn't happen. Okay. So people might tell you that they know what's going to happen, but nobody knows. November saw the largest Bitcoin ETF outflows. Makes sense, right? We saw Bitcoin dropping down. Bitcoin ETF posted 3.84 billion in outflows in November and the second worst month after February. This month also had the second largest and third largest single day outflows ever. Now, on the flip side, XRP ETFs were actually doing good. And that's, interesting. We'll see how the XRP ETFs continue. What are the inflows going to be? When you have the president of the United States coming out and saying he will keep the stock market at all-time highs and calls the market hot with a big boost for 401ks, I understand why the stock market is getting a lot of love right now. And by the way, there was a lot of fear and all that last week, right? And oh no, it's coming down. Oh no, what are we going to do, right? And basically, it's back to the same point. So you see how sometimes the narrative, how sometimes the fear, how sometimes social media, everything goes in a certain direction. People, by the way, the opposite way as well. When everything's getting euphoric and everything's getting, I told you, when you see my videos getting 100,000 views, 150,000 views a video, we're probably close to the top. Right now, they're getting maybe 10,000 a video, right? I appreciate you watching this video on Saturday, by the way. On a holiday weekend, but there's signs, there's tells, and right now the tell is that we're at the bottom, right? Because the interest is low, there's been extreme fear, and that historically has told me, right, from my experience, that we're close to a bottom and very close to a turnaround. How fast, when will that happen? I don't know, but that just from my experience, I've seen similar things. Again, it doesn't mean that what happened in the past will happen again. I'm just theorizing that potentially that could happen. Again, this is for educational purposes only, right? This is an educational video. Okay. Interesting. I know our second largest viewership is from the UK. And the UK has been coming after crypto a little bit recently. UK to track all crypto trades. Starting January 1st, 2026, exchange must collect all UK user transaction data and send it to HMRC in 2027. This will help HMRC check tax returns and stop crypto tax evasion. I know from a few people in the industry that I met actually in Singapore that many UK citizens that are very strong in the crypto market are moving to UAE, to Dubai. People in the UK, let me know, what do you think about all this and what's happening in your country? We see the US going maybe the opposite way, and the UK going, back to where the US was 2, 3 years ago. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section down below. Again, the raffle last day. If you want to be part of that, part of the community on Telegram, there, join. Follow me on Twitter or X, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Do that, and also ring the bell. I should have added that as a stipulation, so you get notifications about every video that drop. Don't forget to drop a comment, 8 for infinity and beyond. Smash that like button, very, very important. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time.